all right. Today we absolutely cleaned house in the Discord server, slicing and dicing the price action of today and taking advantage of all of the bullish moves to the upward direction, because today's goal was to catch the CPI rocket ride that I talked about last night. And very quickly here, I'm going to take you through step by step, timestamp by timestamp, exactly how we crushed this market. And the first trade idea I was focused on at 10:22 a.m. was looking for SOXX, which is the semiconductor ETF, to hold between 208 and 209 and then have a very impulsive push higher towards 216 to 217. And if you check SOXX today, we almost closed as high as 220. So we absolutely crushed that trade with the low risk entry. And I know a lot of you like to say, I say the market could go up or down and you just need to follow price. But in the Discord server, I'm giving you very clear entries of where you should be looking to follow price and get those low risk entries with very clear profit targets. And as you can tell, that arrow is only pointing in one direction, which is the direction that price moved today. Next up was 1027. I said we could still close green at the high of the day from here, and this is the perfect risk level buy zones, which equals bulls show up. And this was when all of the indices were selling off together. Every single index that I was watching was hitting a great low risk long entry, which means that is where bulls are looking to buy. And as you can tell from there, we started to see very impulsive buying. And like I just talked about, I draw these things on charts with an arrow that tells you exactly what I'm looking for. And on the triple Qs, I was saying to look for a risk level right around 452.6. And then I had that arrow going up towards the price target at 469. And as you can tell from that chart, the rest of the day, we just continued to rally off of that risk zone with a higher low entry. And even if you waited for confirmation of the higher low and got in at the higher high breakout, you still had a very successful trade with a very low risk entry. So if you want access to all of my intraday updates and technical analysis and trade ideas, that is in my Discord server, where we absolutely crush this market. And you can find out how to join the Stock Channel Discord server in the link in the description of this video. So very quickly, tomorrow is the PPI data, and I really did not see any reason to be long going into it. I still do have long swings off of the bull pivot, but my biggest concern right now is that we've already hit all of the reward that I was looking for, which was this push into this resistance zone between 468 and 473. And even with this bullish pivot, there's not a ton of profit to the upside before I could simply wait for a bull breakout and get confirmation we're going higher. So I personally would just like to sit in cash and wait a lot of this out. I don't like the risk reward here, because if the bears are going to win, it is going to be at this resistance zone and we could get another impulsive sell off. And that tiny little bit of upside reward just for waiting to get confirmation that we're going to get a bull breakout is not worth it to me. I would simply just rather wait for price to prove we are going higher and then jump on that train higher towards the upper price targets. So when I get a scenario like this where I no longer see a lot of reward to the upside, I no longer want to be very bullish. And if anything, if we get a rejection here, I will jump on the bandwagon of another lower high short trade, and I will actually look for the market to go lower. So anytime we have a data drop and I see it as a coin flip, I would much rather just react to price. And that is why I don't see a very good, strong case to be made here to be short or long, because I see equal opportunity that bulls could get the breakout and go higher, or bears could get the rejection and go lower. And in this scenario, I'd much rather just sit back and watch. So that's it. I'm only going to be watching resistance. If you think that's boring, oh well, that's the truth of how you trade the market. Sometimes it's not always exciting and Lamborghinis and flamethrowers. If you are patient and you're willing to let price action do all the talking, you will continue to be a very profitable trader. And that's my focus. I don't know about your goals, but I want to remain profitable and I want to continue to crush this market. So watch that resistance. Whether we break above it or get rejected from it, only price can tell us from here. I have no strong opinions, nor do I care, because I'm going to move like water. And when I'm moving like water, we can go higher or lower, and I really couldn't care less. So let's wait and let the price action do all the damn talking. On SPY, same exact story as the triple Qs. We're sitting right there at the retest of the breakdown at 556 to 555. So I see no reason to guess here. We are either going to break above it and we're going to get the bull scenario, as I've warned you about with this bullish pivot, that it was a very strong possibility, or the bears are just chilling and relaxing and waiting for this lower high rejection before we go fill that gap at 535. So all eyes on SPY 556. Above it or below it tells us if we're getting the bull scenario, or below it tells us we're getting the bear scenario. Do not care less which one we get. Move like water, manage risk around critical levels, and let the price action do all the damn talking. So if you want access to all of my trade ideas, intraday updates, and my technical analysis, that is in my Discord server, and you can find out how to join my Discord server by clicking on the link in the description of this video. With the PPI data tomorrow and a coin flip of whether we go higher or lower, it should be another great day of trading, but we will let the price action do all the talking and react accordingly, and those updates will be in my Discord server. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.